Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. No, this is not a Sephora recommendations video. Wow, that's all there is to watch. I do want to make you guys aware of something. I recommended this in the past, and this is a Sephora Cotton Bio Organic Cotton. They're little squares, and they must have changed how they make these, because I love these. I always used to stack up because they're like $4.50 for, how many you get? I think it's 50, but they're 30% off during their sale. So I usually used to get like 3 of them during each sale. But now the last batch that I purchased, they're not as good. Like when I'm taking them out, they split very easily, and then you have this mess in the middle. So I did not repurchase them this time. I went ahead and got the Shiseido ones, that 20% off. I really love those. But just wanted to let you know, because this is something that I recommended in the past. Today, I want to do a video about not old, but makeup that has been around for a long time and that no one really talks about anymore. Someone in my last video, someone in my comments mentioned how much she liked the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. I can't remember if she said if it was the matte or the dewy, but the only one I have is the matte. And I haven't used this in such a long time. I have this in the shade Creamy Beige in 122. And this is an amazing foundation. So what I did was I pulled products out that I've had in my collection for a long time, or products that have been around for a long time but not necessarily been in my collection for, you know, like for years. Because for example, mascara and brow and things like that, they go bad, so I do, you know, repurchase. But these products have been around for a long time, so that's what this video is all about. Now, some products I may not have like one that's been around forever, but like I try to pick like the one that had been released the longest amount of time, you know, like some time ago. So I have the NYX Plump Right Back with electrolytes, and I think this has been around for maybe 2 or 3 years. I'm not sure. It is like a gel-like consistency. This one's okay. You know, I feel it's hydrating, but is it my favorite primer? Obviously not. The container is pretty full. But again, it's been so long since I've used it that I probably don't even remember what this product, you know, what kind of job it did. You know, I'm going to go ahead and use this today, and I'll let you know in the comments. I'll pin a comment, let you know how everything looked. And if I can, I'll put pictures at the end of the day of how my makeup looked. Okay, then I'm going to use a little bit of the e.l.f. This is the Luminous Putty Primer, just for my pores. And again, you know, this is not my favorite product, to tell you the truth. I feel like I have other, even my Maybelline one, the one in the stick, but I couldn't find it this morning. I don't know where I put it. So I went ahead and I got this one, because this one's been out for at least 3 years, don't you think? I think so. It's been a little while. And I really don't know how old the Maybelline is. If that one's been out longer, I think so. But I don't have a lot of primers, drugstore primers that are, you know, that have been around like for a long time. All right, so we are going to just press that into the skin. See, I think this does an okay job. We are going to go into the foundation. So I like to let this sit for a minute. So before I do that, let's do the eye primer. This is, I've had it in my collection, so maybe like, it's not that old, maybe like a year. But this is an amazing eyeshadow primer. You get 3 of them for $9.99 on Amazon, and they're really, really good. So I would definitely, even though they, and it's like drugstore price, right? And you can get it pretty easy. And I will link everything below so that you can find it easily. This one brings like a lighter shade, a white, and then this one. But they all do a pretty good job of covering the veining or any redness you may have on your eyelids, and also holding onto your eyeshadow so that they last all day. Okay, so we're going to apply the foundation now. I haven't used this in a long time, so hopefully this is still a good foundation. I don't even remember if it has a pump. What does it have? Doesn't have a pump, does it? It doesn't, right? Am I? No. That's probably why I haven't used it in a long time. Let's shake it a little more. I hate foundations without pumps. You don't know how that keeps me from using a foundation. They don't have a pump. Okay, so this is a shade. And this is not super thick. I mean, it's not super runny either. But I don't feel like it's a very thick foundation that is hard to blend. I'm using all Drugstore brushes. This is an e.l.f. This is the Ultimate Blending. And this gives you like a nice medium coverage. Okay, yesterday I was reading an article that someone posted in a Facebook group that I belong to. It's a beauty Facebook group, and it was about Ulta. How the CEO of Ulta was saying that Ulta had a major fall in their stocks, and their, you know, what they're worth this year. The worst one they've had in a long time. And, you know, they were saying that more like department stores like Macy's, and now that Macy's and Target and all those stores are also offering quite a bit of makeup, not counting they weren't talking about the Ulta at Target, but the actual drugstore. I have sheet marks again. So anyways, you know, they were saying how they have lost so much money, and that, you know, they have to compete with other stores because other stores like Macy's offers, you know, discounts pretty often, which they do. They offer 15% discount here and there. Usually anytime there's a holiday coming up, they'll use it. Right now they're running at 15%, but you're better off if you can get a 20% if you're Rouge at Sephora, or if you can get a 20% at Ulta. But, you know, the thing I'm looking at is that everything is so expensive. People, including, you know, gas and groceries, that people can't afford to be buying that much makeup. And then a lot of the drugstore makeup is getting to be so expensive that you even have to think twice about purchasing those. I haven't been purchasing as much. If you notice, I haven't had Ulta hauls, or actually I have one now because I had $125 in points, and I went ahead and I ordered some things, but I haven't had one in a while because I haven't been purchasing. I've been getting a little bit here, a little bit there, and I've been finding that if you go to the actual product, the actual brands, if you go to their website, you can get bigger sales. And even if they don't have a sale running on, if you Google, let's say Catrice discount, 9 out of 10 times you will bring up a discount that you can use at Catrice or any of those drugstore ones. So, you know, this is the Maybelline, this is the pink one. I just want to use a little bit of that. What do they call this one? The neutralizer or something like that. I want to use a little, come on, give me some product. So anyway, you can get, you know, discount codes. And that's what I do. If I want to buy something, even, you know, you can get good prices sometimes on Amazon. Like, okay, you can't beat the prices of like some of the lipsticks and things like that. But if you go to the actual websites, sometimes you're going to get some really good deals. And if you're not desperate, you know, you can wait to have those deals on the website. So anyways, I just thought it was, you know, kind of a curious article to read. If I find it, I'm going to link it below, because it's like, you know, when we had COVID, everything went up because there was no transportation, everything was shut down, you know. But then COVID is not a thing of the past, because COVID's still around, but everything is pretty much back to normal as far as shopping and things like that. But everything is still high. Gas is high, groceries are high, everything is expensive. All right, so the concealer that we're going to use today, this is by Neutrogena, and this is a concealer stick, and I really like this. I also love the one that is in the tube, and they have an amazing corrector also, but that is newer than this, so I decided to use this instead today. But this is really nice. It has a little core in the middle that is supposed to be hydrating. This is called Hydro Boost Hydrating Concealer with hyaluronic acid. I've had this for a little while. I probably should be replacing it pretty soon, but this is really nice. If you have dry under eyes, either one of the Neutrogena concealers are amazing, and they have, like, I would say a medium coverage. I don't think they're full coverage, but if you put something underneath, like if you know, I put the corrector underneath, then it does a good job. At least I think I do. And sometimes I'd rather have a little less coverage, and I don't want my under eyes to look like a road map, because if it gets too dry, then it's going to look nasty. I'm not going to be using any cream products today because I don't think cream products were quite as popular, you know, years ago as it is now. So I am going to use the number 7. I love this powder. They have different packaging now. I believe it's like a white packaging, compact with like blue letters. But I've had this one for a while. This is the triple action, the number 7 Lift and Luminate triple action finishing powder, and I have it in light medium. And this is what it looks like. This to me is a very good dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury, her powder in a compact, and so much less money, and you get a lot more product. I'll never forget the first time I bought the Charlotte Tilbury powder. I hit pan like in no time. So I looked to see how much product there was, and it was ridiculous. This one has 0.35 ounces, 10 grams, and I'll put on here how much the Charlotte Tilbury has, but it's like nothing compared to this. And I'm going to take a bigger powder brush now, and this is from NYX. And I'm not putting a lot. I'm just going like this, just kind of setting it a little bit. So anyways, I just thought it was funny, but like I said, I haven't been shopping as much. I don't think I'm even going to hit whatever it is, platinum or on Ulta this year, or Rouge on Sephora, which is okay with me. Because, I mean, think about it. How much do I have to spend to hit those? To hit that status, I still have to spend quite a bit of money. So I'm better off just being choosy as to what I purchase, and just things that I'm going to continue using, and not just to show up on my channel. So now for blush, this, okay, how far back does this go? This is a CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones, and this is glue. I hate when they put glue, you know, the tape, and you can't get it off. It's so hard, and I don't like ugly makeup. I hate it when my makeup gets, oh, I almost knocked down my foundation bottle. Anyway, so this brings 2 blushes and like a highlighter, and this one's a little more glowy than this one, and this one is also a little more darker than this one, so I'm going to use both. But let's do the bronzer first, Clara. Let's do it in order. So this is the Milani bronzer. This is the XL All Over Glow. This has been around for a while. I'm going to mix both, and I'm going to use this little brush from e.l.f. also. This is the e.l.f. Putty Blush. Well, this is not what I'm using it for, but that's okay. You use your brushes as you want. I couldn't find that many drugstore clean brushes today, so I really had to dig. Another thing that I came across on that group that that I mentioned that I belong to is, you know, now with the Sephora sale, a girl posted a picture of the products that she was ordering on Sephora, and you know, people were saying that they're not going to buy as much today because, you know, they're not even watching that much YouTube anymore, because they're tired of always new releases being, you know, being shown, new stuff, and that, you know, people are not, some people are not able to afford all this new stuff, and I totally get it. I'm there with you. You know, I am retired now, so I'm on a fixed income, so I give myself an allowance for makeup because there's other important things. And actually, I've been really good. I haven't been even using all my allowance. Or if I make money on YouTube, or if you guys use my links and I get a commission off of that, then I go ahead and I, you know, use that money towards something I'm going to buy. I'm trying not to go into, you know, like I'll get it with a credit card so I can get the points, but then I'm going to make the payment on the credit card. So I'm going to mix both of the, let me take this silly little brush out. I'm going to mix both of those together. And this is the one that is called 220 Pearl Plum, PRLPLM. So that I will link it. I'm sure you can find it on Amazon, but this is really pretty, and it's a really nice, like a spring blush. And I love blushes that have like a little bit of a glow. So anyway, they were saying that they don't watch that much YouTube anymore because, you know, everything that you see is like a PR or, you know, brand new products being shown, or on TikTok, you know, creators showing product that you can tell that it's an ad, but they're not disclosing that it's an ad, so that they don't even believe a creator when they say that they like something. Well, to me, that has a lot to do with the creator and how well you know the creator. I think you guys know me well enough to know that if I receive something, and I love getting stuff in PR. Don't get me wrong, I don't get that much, but for the size of my channel, I think I do okay. But if something is crap, I tell you, and you know that. If I don't like something, and if it's something that is because of my, you know, my taste, it's not a bad product, but it's not my thing, I'll let you know it's not a bad product. But if it's crap, I don't think you should be spending your money on it. And if the company, I mean, I don't try to say it rudely like that, but if the company cannot accept criticism to improve their product, then I don't need their PR. And that's the way I feel about it. So I'm going to take a little bit of the, on the other side of the brush, of the highlighter. And it's almost like a blush topper. And I'm just going to go over it with a powder brush. Because I don't want it super glowy. But I think this is very pretty. What do you guys think? Okay, for my brows today, I'm going to use, and I'm sure this has been around for a long time, the Essence Make Me Brow. I mean, this is not an old one in my collection, but I think this has been around for a while. I'm just going to use this today. Oops. So I asked, you know, in the comments, I said, I'm a creator, I have a channel, and I would like to know, you know, what do you guys like to watch? I said, you know, I tried to mix it up on my channel. I tried to do drugstore and high-end. I like to show some new products, high-end and drugstore. I like to share with you ways that you can save money. I like to do product reviews, show you my favorites, and if anything fails, so that you don't waste your money. So I asked them, I said, what would you like, guys? You know, what can a creator post for you that would interest you? So, you know, many of them said that, you know, I said, I try to have, you know, a little bit of everything. You know, some of them say, you know, that's good. I think that, you know, if you use stuff from your collection and it's not everything new, that they thought that they were good. There was another one that said, you know, that if a creator gets more into like, if you're neutral, if you're cool, if you're warm, you know, what kind of makeup should you wear? I don't know if I can do that, because to begin with, I am not a makeup artist. I never said I was a makeup artist. I'm not, you know, everything that I wear may not be, you know, I think my skin is pretty neutral and I can wear pretty much cool tones or warm tones. But I mean, I don't always have the right color foundation. Sometimes it's too light. Most of the time it's too light. And my brows, sometimes they're not even sisters or cousins. They're like neighbors, or, you know, friends that live in different states. But hey, I'm like you. I'm someone that just loves makeup, love to play with makeup, and I never said I was an expert. So something like that, I never say that my video is a tutorial. I'm not teaching you anything. I am not an expert. To me, a tutorial has to be someone that is an expert, that is teaching me something. I'm not that. So I can say that this is a tutorial. That's a total lie. So I'm just sharing what I do, whether it's right or wrong. Okay, this is an Alter Ego brush, and this is a number 7. Oh, and the palette that I picked was this one from Maybelline. This has been around for a few years already. It's still available. To me, this is the only Maybelline palette that I've liked. Let's say it that way. The Nudes of New York. This is so beautiful. You can create some really beautiful looks with this. I really do like it. Therefore, it's still in my collection. I have gotten rid of everything else. Okay, I'm going to start with this one right here. Then I'm going to go to this one. And then we're going to darken it up. I'll show you when I get there. So, yeah, I never say I'm going to, you know, this is a tutorial. No, it's a get ready with me. It's a chatty get ready with me. I can't teach you anything because I'm not a teacher. So this is a humongous brush that I use sometimes for, I think it's for concealer. No, it says for the putty bronzer, but it works really well for concealer. So I just thought that would do an amazing job of blending, and it did. Okay, I'm going to darken everything up with this one right here. And this one is called Globetrotter. The first one I used was Creator. And then the second one I used, the darker one, was Explorer. And then this one is Globetrotter. And I'm going to use a smaller brush. I'm going to use this one from e.l.f. also. And this is a precise blending. So again, I'm going to go with this one. And I'm not going to use this mirror because I can't see. So, you know, I ask you guys all the time, you know, let me know if there's anything specific. You guys know the kind of videos I do. And, you know, another person said they'd like to see more skincare. You know, not precisely, they're not even subscribed to my channel, but they say they're more into skincare now than makeup. And, which I think a lot of people did that when, you know, like during COVID, because a lot of us were not going out, so we were taking better care of our skin instead of putting on makeup. So, you know, they asked, you know, they said when a creator does skincare videos, and I agree, I like that too, but not very often, tell you the truth. You know, and I changed my skincare. There's some products that, you know, they're pretty much staples. But there's other products that, this is the Ultra Ego 707 again. There's other products that I change, you know, like if I get something that is to reduce the darkness in my skin and I feel like it doesn't work, when I run out of that, I get a different one, you know. So there's some things that are staples. My cleansers, they change. I mean, I still pretty much look for certain things in a cleanser, but I mean, I used to get BoxyCharm, well, I still do. And sometimes I get cleansers and, you know, I'm not going to throw them away. That's something that you use. So my cleanser changes. Now, if I use something that is no good, you know, strips my face or whatever, I will share that with you so that you don't go and buy the same thing. Okay, I'm going to take this one right, is this shimmery? No, it's matte. I'm going to take this one right here and do it under my brow bone. That one is called Artist. And I'm going to use this little brush that says, this is an e.l.f. one. And it's called Wing It Liner. But I'm going to use it for my brow bone. It's so cute. Look at the shape of it. It's so super cute. But I think it works really well for the shape of your brow bone. Because we all know that I am very wing challenged. Where's my big old blending brush? Use like a little bit of eyeshadow to blend the whole thing. I like this, guys. I like this humongous brush for blending. Great discovery. Okay, let me take that small brush that I was using, that dark brown, and I'm going to take a little bit of this one, Self Starter, which is a little cooler brown, and put it like right here. It's already 129 and I still have that mark. I guess at 68 your skin doesn't bounce back as fast. So, you know, I always ask you guys for video ideas, and I'd be more than happy to, if at all possible, do them. Now, if you ask me to do something that is going to cost me an arm and a leg, then I'm not going to do that. Because, you know, then if I'm not going to use the product again, if it's something I don't like, I just can't afford to do that. So I'm going to use the same brown and do it under my lower lash line. But I really try to do videos that I think you guys enjoy. I forgot to use a shimmer. No, I don't want to do an all matte look. So I think, let me see, I want to show you my options. I think I'm going to use this one and the lid, and then this one and the inner corner. That's a pretty one. That is pretty. I like using my pinky more than my ring finger because I can be a little more precise. I'm going to take a little more of the one in the middle. Okay, I'm going to take a pencil brush. I'm going to use this one that's for the, oh, this is like a pencil brush, but now it's supposed to be for the brows. But I'm going to use that light color and just put a little bit in my inner corner. The light color that I use. All right, so I think this is it. So I'm gonna, I don't know how long this has been around, but I don't really have any setting sprays that, I didn't start using setting sprays till like 4 years ago. But this one I've had in my collection for a little bit, and I know it's been around for a little bit. So this is the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. This smells amazing. And it's really good. And I don't know what kind of sponge this is. It's not a beauty blender, it's a affordable brand, but I don't know. So do I have enough blush, you think? Let's put the lipstick on and then I will decide. Okay, now for mascara, I was looking for, and I know I purchased it, but I don't know where I put it. The L'Oreal Telescopic, the original one. My battery died, and this one I don't think has that much juice, so I need to hurry. I have 3 batteries, but anyway, so I went ahead and I chose the Flower Lash Warrior. I know this one's been around for a while. I did have a L'Oreal, a CoverGirl one, but I was trying to find out when that one was released and I couldn't find it. But I know this one's been around for a while. But that CoverGirl that I'm talking about hasn't been in my collection that long. The Exhibitionist Stretch Mascara. That one's a nice one. But I don't know if that's old or if that's pretty new. So I went with the oldest one that I had. Well, that's been around the longest. And this one is okay. This one is very pinchy when you put it on. It has like, I don't know if you can tell, but it has like little really sharp little brush. It's very uncomfortable and very painful if you get your lash line with it or your eyeball. And I think it's okay, but I don't think it creates an amazing look on your lashes. So let me do 2 coats of this and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is 2 coats of the Princess Warrior Mascara by Flower Beauty. I wanted to let you guys know I almost used this, but this is, I mean, technically not drugstore, but these are still available at Ulta, and this is so good. This is the Centauri Sun. They have a couple of different ones. Face palette, and it brings a highlighter, a bronzer, and a blush. And this is so beautiful, and it's so nice for traveling also, because you can, it is a little bulky, I guess, but it's like 3 products in one, and I really do enjoy using that quite often. And it's like a baked product, so it's really nice. All right, so for lips, I'm gonna go with a trusty, my favorite that I have been using for years and years and years since I started using makeup, and that is going to be Revlon. I love Revlon. I think it's one of the best drugstore, and even better than some high-end lipsticks. This is just absolutely beautiful. I'm going to use number 637. It's a cream and it's in blushing nude, And I'm going to use this lip liner. This is by Katrina. No, I didn't mean to bring here we go. I was going to use the wrong one. This is my Maybelline, and this is called the Shaping Lip Liner number 15, Totally Toffee. Now, I don't know when this was released, guys, but Maybelline, I think it's always pretty much had... I tried to find a Revlon one, but it's like I couldn't find one in the right shade. And this lip liner, you can use it with so many different shades of lipsticks. This is a real pretty shade. It's beautiful. So pretty. I think it's very pretty. Lighter than I normally wear, right? More neutral than I normally wear, but it's very pretty. I think I need a little more blush. I think I'm going to go into this one, just to the one that I have with CoverGirl. It seems to be really, really light. I want to go just a little darker. Just a little more. I want you guys to see how pretty this is. The blush is matte. The highlighter has a little bit of a glow, but not anything that's going to look like super glowy. This is the highlighter. And these have been around for a long time. And the highlighter, that was a bronzer. That is the highlighter right there. And the blush is also gorgeous. It's that one right there. Very pretty. I'm going to use a little bit of the bronzer on top just to make it a little peachier, because I mean, my makeup, my eyes are more, you know, like brown, not pink or purple, even though I really don't care. I don't always match my blush to my eyes, to my lips. And, you know, I wanted to do this with makeup I've had for a long time. So it's what, you know, I have to use what I have. I didn't purchase anything to do this video. All of this was in my stash. All right, you guys. So this is a completed look. Let me move you up so that you can see. This is the Nudes of New York palette. And it is available, I checked. It's $15 or $14.89 or something like that on Amazon. The lipsticks, you can get these lipsticks on Amazon for less than $6. So you can't beat that. And the lip liners are very inexpensive also. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know how you feel about some of the subjects that I was talking about. Again, I encourage you, if there's anything you want me to do, anything you want me to show you, I will be more than happy to do it. Remember, I am not a makeup artist. I am just here because I love makeup just like you do. So I love you. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you on my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.